And we're back with the NSP podcast. I'm your host, Mackolous. I'm here with my other hosts. We got 3D, Shay Monya, Trelly, and Renzo with the Benzo. And today's topic of discussion
What we talking about?
Why do you think people stay in toxic relationships? Now, this is a very big topic. I know it's going to be a lot of different controversy behind it, but let's start off with everybody talking about what do you think your definition of a toxic relationship is? What do you think might be attributes that add to a toxic relationship? Talk to me.
Don't speak first. Everybody don't speak at once.
Everybody don't speak of it once.
I feel like
we start a lot over here. We'll let them start over there and see how they feel.
Did y'all want to start?
D, what you think is some attributes to a toxic relationship?
Unnecessary, a bunch of unnecessary shit. Unnecessary yelling, unnecessary fussing, unnecessary back and forth. Just all that extra shit is no reason. Like I feel like we was talking earlier about one of the previous episodes about somebody, a female, coming at you with a knife or whatever. All that shit, that's definitely toxic. It was the stuff in that nature.
Like, I'm laughing. Go ahead, yo. What do y'all go ahead?
Go ahead.
I would say a toxic relationship is a relationship where it's not healthy and you know it's not healthy.
And you still
but
want to keep
won't
going.
leave. That's toxic.
I agree with that. I highly agree with that. And it come with shit. Toxic relationships like that come with mental trauma, a lot of draining, maybe the law. And I hope that don't get to that point, but sometimes it do, where the law got to get involved in. It's like, I don't know, bro. Toxic is different.
No, I think toxic come from consistent behavior, like just doing, I would say, harmful shit to that person, whether mentally, physically, consistently,
over and over.
One is breaking the conversation.
No change, right?
To figure this shit out, leave. What we ready to do? We gonna get some therapy, like some shit like that. Like toxic relationships overall are just, you know what I mean? It's bad for your health. Like simple and plain. Like, but people get so addicted to it because sometimes it's thrilling. Sometimes it's like something that you really, really, really like. It's not good for you, but it's fun at the moment. Like just like alcohol, just like drugs. It's like it's an addiction.
You're getting used to it.
Addicted to being toxic. Like
you know how to handle it.
Some people just love it, or sexually is a big one. Like you can be just getting fucked good all the time, but that nigga fucking your mental up, and you just don't want to leave the dick, or you don't want to leave the pussy because you feel as though like you ain't ready. He touching that motherfucking esophagus.
That soul, that spirit breaker
down there. He touching there, so like
you ain't gonna find that nowhere.
Yeah, and it be like that's a big no for real. I'm gonna be that nigga. That's a big part in toxic relationships. I ain't even lie. That's probably like a good 40, maybe even go up to 60, depending on like 40 to 60% of that toxic shit.
Just based off sex.
Yeah, hell yeah.
True.
Because I can be honest with you. There's been times where I didn't dealt with people, but I overall, they ain't bring nothing to the table. Wasn't no qualities. She bitch getting on my nerves, and they're like, I'm just dealing with her because she had some good shit. Like, and that's just simple and plain. That's fucked up, but it's really how toxic relationships is, bro.
I think when you think about it, now that he put it like that, sex is probably one of the biggest factors to a toxic relationship.
Because who you gonna call?
Huh?
No, I was saying who you call. Go ahead.
She can call Jimmy Q and all them niggas, but at the end of the day,
you ain't putting down like
Slim.
But like, bad to say. But like, no, it's facts. But the reason why I said that is because, like he said, it can be like a whole bunch of extra dumb shit, toxic shit going on, but you staying just for the sex. That's extremely toxic. But also the fact that you have a significant other and they're stepping out and doing what they doing, but you think, okay, because I'm stepping out and doing what I'm doing, it kind of equals everything out. That's some extremely toxic shit.
Agreed.
That's true.
And mentally, it's just like, that's the world we live in. It's an evil world we live in. Like Future said, because that's really, and that's the number one toxic nigga I know.
Yes. Can we just blame him?
I do not like.
I won't blame the goat.
I do not like how people are putting this whole stigma to as though he is the. I mean, yeah, but it's that too.
Though,
but it's
Pluto.
different. But it's like I don't like how people are getting this whole stigma of Future is what's supposed to be, or Future is the right thing to go to. But Russell Wilson type of niggas is the lames, or they the square type of niggas, or they the loser type of niggas. I mean, we see, of course, but I'm saying I see that shit. I've been seeing that shit ever since this whole. Ever since this
millions of dollars,
man, ever since this whole situation went down, bro. Listen. You calling me a square, but the same nigga y'all praising is in the picture with me. His son is in the picture with me. If you realize that the pictures that Sierra and Future are posting together with all their kids together, I think one of the oldest kids in that picture is Future's son. That nigga's not doing nothing. That's Russell Wilson. But y'all praising this Future nigga, but Russell Wilson over here doing something, taking care of his child. Pretty much.
I mean, I think
I wouldn't go that deep. Yeah.
I mean, he is gonna be a bit still, but like,
I get what you're saying. I mean, but
and that's not me saying I don't know the ins and outs of that situation. I'm not gonna put myself in that situation, but still, I'm not. Yeah, I ain't getting myself in that business. But still, I don't like how they putting that stigma onto it. As like I said, Russell Wilson, the square type nigga. That's what you supposed to do.
We got Future as like the main like toxic rapper, I guess, face of toxic for men. Who the face of toxic for women? Like,
Ooh,
Cardi B,
Jada.
fuck no.
Jada is not in the music business
right now. Yes,
It might be Jada.
Yeah,
right now.
but in the business, yeah, Jada.
It's Jada. What the fuck is an entanglement? What is that?
That shit's crazy.
What is it?
Look, nobody can say nothing. Exactly.
That was a hell of a word for like a year.
Yeah, like what
I've
is
never even
that?
heard of that fucking word before.
What is
Is that a
that?
movie? No, that's that's some shit.
It is a movie called Entangled. It's a Disney movie.
I know who it is.
For women?
Ari.
Alright. The G Herbo people?
You said, do you not? I don't know if I'm the only one that remember this interview where she said something. She was like,
She didn't have some toxic ways.
no, but she literally said in the relationship, she was like, she wants her man to pull his
gun.
pistol on me. I want you to pull my bed. I want you to pull your pistol out on me. I want you to jack me
Like,
up.
I
and-
wasn't actually
exactly.
gonna
I wasn't like I'm about to show you.
just wanna know.
She basically said I'm gonna scream and I'm gonna cry and I'm gonna make it seem like I'm leaving, but I want you to pull that thing out on me and be like, no, shut the fuck up, go sit down,
Yeah,
and I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna go shut the fuck up and I'm gonna sit down.
Pray
That's
for
some
the young
toxic
lady.
shit. That's some scary ass shit.
That's,
I feel like
that's facts.
It's like
I feel like that's probably like
I forgot about that. And
yeah. I feel like
right,
just based off of that shit,
I didn't
that's
debate that shit. Maybe y'all can pull the clip up, but damn.
No, yeah, she did an interview with Don't Call Me White Girl, and she was kind of talking
That's
about.
already a toxic interview because she's funny.
she's fucking.
She was talking about when she first
fucking
started
hilarious.
dating Moneybag.
She's funny.
She used to like she had no intention of leaving ever, but it's like I'm gonna pick a fight. I'm gonna get you so mad. I'm gonna make you think I'm about to leave.
And a nigga be
Because
having
I
a
want you
peaceful
to
day.
pull your
A
gun
peaceful
out
day.
and
They be
threaten
watching
my
football,
livelihood
cooling,
to make
and
me
shit.
stay.
Oh no, that's
She said she was
That's
to
a
get like a little
toxic
spark in the
woman.
bedroom or something
Now,
like that.
yeah,
Like in a
you
bedroom.
right. That might give Jada a run for her money as the face of
That
toxic
turned me off.
womanhood.
Oh,
just
damn.
did something. You gotta go that far.
That's gonna make you have an ultimate come or something. What the fuck?
Right, like it didn't get too bad. She might be that might be what she want for real. She might want a nigga shoot her in the foot real quick or something.
That's gonna be
That
same.
might be what she want.
But
That's
this is
wild
the
shit.
same
Do you
woman.
think she'd come after that? Like, if you get shot in the goddamn foot after you get tore up,
But yeah, you know
put a
what?
bullet through that
She
pinky
might
toe
be the
and be
one
like,
for
shit.
toxic for women. Cause like a couple years ago, I don't even know if she was a Moneybag yet, but she was like, I feel safe, like seeing his gun, like when we have sex, like put it on the dresser. I want to see it, like.
And you know
it
what?
turns me on.
I want to speak on that too. Do y'all think some women equate like a guy being
Danger.
hood or dangerous, as in like being a protector a little bit? Because it don't make no sense. Because it just be like, dudes be in these hood ass situations, and I just be like,
they be happy.
Y'all know the life they going down. Why y'all? Yeah. What is this?
Some of these niggas be pump fakes.
A lot of pump fakes.
Gangsters, nigga.
Can't
aim. Girl.
Can't
all
shoot.
the time on the street.
Can't fight.
Suckers. Man.
Can't do nothing.
You quiet, Shay. You quiet.
Nah, cause I think I'm gonna speak on what I see. Y'all love hood niggas. Y'all love hood niggas.
Y'all do, yo. Oh my god.
Or Russell
and it be
Wilson.
like, but this the thing though. It's a difference between I think a hood nigga and a street nigga. Like, if you get what I'm saying.
Facts, it is.
I don't think you will be attracted to a street nigga. I think you will be attracted to a hood nigga. You get what I'm saying? Or the average woman with some fucking sense will be attracted to a hood nigga. No, real shit.
No.
That's some. When you think about it, like a street nigga obviously is living a completely different lifestyle. Hood nigga just know what it feels like to be in that predicament.
Know what it is.
But know that he got a game plan to get him out of there.
Let me turn it around though. Let me turn it around. Do you think guys look towards hood girls?
Fuck no.
Hell no.
I mean, I don't
certain people.
Oh, you talking about like the way I was breaking it down?
Yeah, how you was breaking it down.
I mean, it's rare to see a
like
street,
she down to do whatever. Like,
no, there is though. There is. Like I feel like there are like no, it's not. Well, yeah, it's more rare to see a street woman than it is to see a street man. Yeah, street nigga. But I mean, I feel like in those situations, there are a lot of men who like, yeah, I want that girl who gonna put that shit in my and pay her purse for me type shit. Like,
I am actually. I do want. I'm more of a.
You want more of a hood girl rather than a street girl.
No, I want more of a hood girl rather than a prissy girl.
The opposite.
I can't like.
You can't connect with.
Yeah, because I got both sides. I done seen the county. I definitely seen the hood. Like my nigga. Like so, it's just certain shit that me and her can relate to a little different. You know what I mean? And we can build from that, whether it's mentally. And that's why I say we all got different upbringings and backgrounds. But at the end of the day. Some of us, we done had some real serious, similar situations we done been through, like, for real. Like, when you think about it, like, we been through some shit together, and I need you to have been through a little bit too, you feel me? So, when I explain this to you, it won't be over your head, like, you, that's why I say, you had helped me pull this up out of me, because now when I break this down to you, it ain't like this shit gibberish.
It's empathy versus sympathy.
Yeah, like, you ain't on the fence, you full blast with me, you riding with me. Now, I ain't fucking with no street woman that's want to scam and do all that, rob niggas and do all that dumb ass shit. No, I ain't doing that. That's stupid.
City girls.
What?
They might be another run for the face of toxic for women.
They changed the game.
They the ones I think put the front on.
They
in relationships and shit. I'm not saying they not toxic, but they got niggas with money, but they don't.
But they put that shit. They was like there wasn't really a lot of this shit going on right now until they came out and started doing. I mean, of course you had other people doing what they was doing before. Yeah, but I'm talking about as far as like she did, but Cardi didn't go as hard with that shit. It's like Cardi went, she started that shit, but she went her different lanes and started talking about different shit and kind of making different music. When the City Girls came out, it was all
no, not Cardi, Nicki.
Well, no, if you think about it, Lil Kim did, but I mean, because Nicki Minaj is nothing but a baby Lil Kim, for real. I mean, she said it herself. But
maybe I'm talking about this generation.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, this generation, I get what you're saying.
Kim, shout out to the GOAT, but she was a different era, and I think somebody had to pull that about her. I don't know if it was but like, from documentaries and what I see, she wasn't rapping like that until somebody like, yo, you had to start talking your shit, like. Yeah,
that's true.
And I don't know about Nicki, but. She was rapping some crazy shit.
She definitely was. But like I said, but Cardi B, like I said, Cardi B, when she came out, she switched it up a little bit. She did her different little lanes and her little other types of music. City Girls.
Yeah, they straight gun bust.
Exactly.
Crazy.
Everything. It was nothing. They ran with it. I mean, they made money. Something about some scamming that.
Bitch, give a fuck about a nigga.
First thing that you hear, real ass. And they ran with it. Like every single song I've ever heard about the City Girls, and I don't even listen to them, but just radio and all that shit, social media, all that shit. Yeah, he did. I forgot.
Oh yeah, he did.
But every song I heard about it was just like pretty much the same thing. Everything was based around fuck niggas, scamming ass this, scamming ass that. I want this, I want that. Like they ran with that shit. So I feel like that.
Good God, play them niggas every party, every day. Good God Almighty.
But I feel like between them two, them three, the City Girls as a whole, and then alright, that's I feel like
about the niggas though.
Future.
But other than him,
I mean, who else can you put up?
I feel like it's levels of toxic though.
Who else can you put
y'all
up
be
there?
listening to it, man. I'm sorry, we gonna be talking about artists. That nigga's toxic.
Yeah.
If you listen to Playboy album, you listen to Playboy album, that shit different. But go ahead.
Brent Fayez too, I heard.
Yeah.
Brent Fayez got
That's
some
a
shit.
goal.
Brent Fayez got some shit.
That's a
Hey, he
goal.
like, damn.
Yeah, Brett be talking that shit.
Brent got some shit.
Oh, well, what's my song? Damn.
Would you consider Young Boy?
Been away.
Young Boy? Nah.
I'm just trying to get my
I
picks
think
straight.
I don't think Young Boy, cause they come to
Oh,
him.
Young Boy?
I don't think Young
That's
Boy
a
toxic.
toxic ass nigga.
That's what I said. That's why I said. Would you think that? Would you
He's
say
a
that?
but he's a street nigga type toxic though. Like I'm scarred, bitch. You gonna have to just ride with me. That's what I'm saying. Like he really that type.
Stay in your place and
Y'all
ride.
really
no,
toxic
sure.
and shit. But y'all want to revert back to this?
Nah, but
Yes.
you know,
I mean, that's toxic love.
Wait, you had some shit?
No, I was just gonna say like let's bring it back.
Okay, so yeah, I think like it is kind of like a difference between people that talk about sometimes being toxic versus people that actually
Show their
live
action.
a toxic life.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Ari, I'm not familiar with her at the moment, but maybe she talk. Well, nah, she sound like she talk that crazy. But city girls, let's say city girls. The city girls, they might talk a lot of that shit just to get plays, just to sell tickets.
Yeah.
Then can live a whole different
They might
lifestyle
not
behind the
live that
scenes.
Like Cardi married, nigga got a baby. She married, ain't she?
Nigga married.
Like,
married.
motherfuckers, y'all looking up to? They probably live a whole different lifestyle with this money.
Right. But as far as toxic relationships, do you feel like self-worth comes into play a little bit?
Yes. I
I
do.
think they're coming through.
And I think that kind of goes back to the episode we did about insecurities. Because it's like, yeah, if you do not have a high, like, value of yourself, then it's, I guess, easier for you to wind up in something toxic because you don't know that you deserve better.
Or you don't feel like you can get better.
Well, you don't, that
Low
too.
self-esteem, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, that's not, I go back and you gotta
Is
have
trust
confidence.
issues
too.
insecurity?
Yeah.
Yep.
It could be. Yeah.
It could be.
Because
Yeah, I think that-
you can feel insecure about yourself from not being able to trust other people.
Well, then that's another insecurity. Then
Yeah, that
that's
could
It
not
is.
fuck
trust
up
issue.
love. Yeah, that could fuck up what you trying to build.
But you get what I'm saying? That's not trust issues being the insecurity. It's an insecurity that led him to be that trust issue. Get him?
But you bring old
No, he
trust
just
issues
said
into
no.
new
I'm
trust.
The
breaking that.
having trust issues and experiencing with it
just said-
could lead you into having an insecurity about yourself because you have trust issues now. So you can't have trust issues until something happens. You feel me? It piggybacks off of something else.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that person doing something to you or making you feel that way is the insecurity. I don't mean, you know what I'm saying? Like now I'm insecure. Like what's wrong with me? Type shit.
Right.
That's
Right,
like a low
right.
self-esteem thing.
Right.
But now you got trust issues. I don't know if that's like, you get what I'm saying? I don't think that's the insecurity. I just think that's the emotion that came from how you felt afterwards. Like what you get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe I'm trying to break it down a little too like complicated, but
Right.
well, what I was saying was trust issues and toxic relationship. Piggybacking on what he said about like, what you just say? Like, damn, D.
I forgot what I said too.
You literally just said, damn. But trust issues in general, corporates and toxic love. Toxic relationships.
Sympathy, empathy.
Huh? No.
That was a minute ago.
Self-worth.
No, he was damn, bro. You just said it too. I mean, you got it. This shit happened to you last episode. But no, piggybacking on what he said, even though we don't remember, I hope y'all go back to the clip. But trust issues really can be a part of this toxic relationship to the point where you feel me, it's just tarnishing everything. Like that's, I think, a big part. Another reason, like what he was saying about messing around. That's what you was talking about, messing around with other people. And not telling the other, like, damn, I'm fucking up, bro. I just had it. Watch when I get it. Look. Watch when I get it. Come back to me. Watch when I get it. For real.
Stand by.
3, 2, 1.
You said that I believe that it was like you dealing with the person and you dealing with somebody else, and that creates like I believe an insecurity in yourself or something like that. But I was saying that that's a trust issue thing, not more of an insecurity thing. That's what I was trying to implement. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know if it was you that said it. Might have been Day. One of y'all was saying that somebody dealing with somebody.
Oh, you don't know what you're getting into. Basically, like, you just fall for anything.
no, he was saying that they messing around with somebody else, and you was messing around with like another person, and that creates like an insecurity in yourself or some shit like that. I'm trying to tell you, yo, you just said that shit.
I don't remember. I'm drawing a blank here.
Why don't I throw back on this clip?
It's all good. It'll come back around. It'll come back around. So do you think self-worth has to do a lot with being in a toxic relationship?
Yeah. I feel like self-worth is probably one of the biggest factors in it, just because when you're in a toxic relationship, a lot of the times it's basically you putting up with stuff. And this time, and that's kind of what I see a toxic relationship as, just putting up with a lot of shit you don't really, well, that's part of it. So if that's a instance in that relationship, and you just keep putting up with it, it's kind of like you don't really feel like, or in some cases, you don't feel like you can do any better, or you don't feel like you will do any better, so let me just kind of just settle for this. Or maybe not even feeling like you just not going to do any better. It's just like, I got it. I might as well just work with what I got and just kind of just roll with the punches type shit, but you don't got to do that. And that plays a big part into, like, you think you deserve this shit, you don't think you deserve better, you just going to put up with this shit.
Right. You have anything to piggyback, Shay?
No, I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Are you gonna leave that one alone? I think self-worth does play a factor into it, because it's like, if you don't have any examples sometimes about a healthy relationship, you just go with what you already know. Like, I know when we talked about like people not having certain parents in their life, and how like most of the generation of men are growing up without fathers these days. It's like they're just pretty much piggybacking off of the relationship that they had with their mom. And then they'll try to piggyback that into their romantic relationship. And I feel like with women, if they don't have a father figure in their life, they're just going off of what they see at first. So it can mess up. Go ahead.
Did you catch it?
Go ahead, talk to
Okay.
me.
You did say when you finding out the person slept with somebody else and you go sleep with some other people, right? Something like that. That was you. You did say that, dude.
Yeah, I said, what I said was, you messing with somebody else, or you got somebody else, you doing what you're doing on your side. People use that as an excuse for them to go, or your significant other doing what they doing on their side. They use that as an excuse to be like, okay, I'm gonna go do my thing too, and that equals everything else.
I was trying to use that example and saying that bleeds into trust issues. Like, what I'm saying is, for the next person, like that's why I was saying, do you think trust issues is insecurity? Because he was asking about insecurities at first. And I was saying, shit like that, that's what I was trying to incorporate it with. Shit like that will cause a person to bleed all them trust issues into the next person. And that's what automatically coming toxic regardless.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got it back, y'all. So that's what I was trying to incorporate it into the conversation. But now I got it. We good.
So piggybacking also with toxic relationships, do you think people stay in them in order to not start over in a new relationship?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell
That's
yeah.
definitely a big reason.
That's why they run back.
I was wondering.
Leave for 3-4 months, realize this person, because they so used to what they was dealing with the last 4 or 5 years. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
They try something new. It's like going into rehab. You feel what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, you feel me? It's
So
like
the person you was dealing with is the rehab, or you saying
trying something new, starting over, like a fresh start. Some people don't. Some people not ready for the fresh start, or some people don't want the fresh start. You feel what I'm saying? Because they so used to what's going on over here. And like you said, it could be the sex. It could be certain things that person do while they stay, or they just afraid.
And can I just speak on the cycle that starts? Like, imagine if, like, I'm dating T, and then this shit goes sour. So now he and I break up, and I go date D. Now the, like, toxicity from this relationship, I didn't heal, and now I'm taking that to this dude, and now he's gonna catch it. So now when we break up, cause he get tired of my bullshit,
She come back here. She come back here because I'm acceptable.
Right, and now I might go back to you.
Come back to this bullshit, baby.
So let me go back home. And it's still,
literally is breaking down what I
and
was
then he
trying to
all
say.
fucked up, and you done left. He all fucked up, and he done traumatized the next goddamn girl, cause you done fucked. See, it's a cycle.
on and on and on.
For sure.
All right, let me ask y'all another question. This might get sticky, but have y'all stayed in toxic relationships yourself?
No. Sir.
Oh yes.
Yo, something's fucking wrong with this camera. Yo, I'm sorry. Yo, I'm sorry. Yo, I can edit that out, bro. I'm sorry.
No, please don't edit that out. Don't edit it
It
out.
was family, bro. Like, you will see it. Like this, like, yo. We are family, my nigga.
He said I synced it. I synced it.
No, with all kind of motherfucking veracity. Like, nigga, no. Don't be lying.
You lying? You lying? I don't think I had
It's
it.
okay, man. Yeah, I was in a
I
toxic.
definitely have.
I was in a toxic relationship.
Okay.
I was in a toxic relationship.
Yeah, I still.
I was in a toxic relationship maybe about 4 years off and on.
Shit.
4 years off and on. I mean, a lot of stuff happened. But, I mean, just to piggyback off what y'all said, I mean, you stay for certain attributes
Yeah.
in a person
Yeah.
Now.
that are beneficial to you at the time.
Yeah.
And then when you grow up, you start to realize, like,
That shit ain't worth it.
it's not worth it. I'm gone. Spread my wings.
Yeah. But would you say she was the toxic one or you was the toxic one? Like,
She was the toxic.
Agreed.
Yes.
Okay. That's no breakdown. I mean, I can be honest. I was the toxic one in some of this relationship I'm talking about particularly. But and then another one, I think both of us we did some toxic shit together. But that's, like I said, my definition of toxic. Certain shit, you know what I mean? I look at it like some shit is acceptable in my eyes in a different spectrum. Now, them, they might not accept it. That's just how I am. That's how I'm bred. So, like, that's just me. I don't know if it's a good or bad thing, but motherfucker, I'm riding. That's all. That's what the gist of it is. We riding, so that's how I look at it.
Shelly don't want to speak on that, boy.
Oh no.
Do you ever have a toxic relationship?
Yeah, I had a toxic relationship a couple years ago.
Years ago.
Shit went. It was a lot of shit that went down in that relationship. It was a lot. I don't know if you it was way too much.
It's okay. We don't gotta go into detail. We ain't gotta go into depth.
Yeah.
Shay Monya, were you in a toxic
Just love hearing
relationship?
me talk.
I mean, you gotta get your opinion.
You gotta get your
Right,
opinion
right.
too.
No, yeah, I was in a toxic relationship before, and I stayed longer than I should have.
That's a good answer.
And I think the reason
We all did that.
why is just because, like, maybe this is like a woman thing, or maybe this is just because I was younger. I think I thought I could, like, fix it. Like, I could change.
Trying to change the man.
You feel me? Until one day, God kind of just like me over here. He was like, stop. And I was like, you got it, Lord. And got the fuck out.
I think that was. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, I'm good.
Oh, I think that was probably. I think that was probably, and when I was in that relationship, I think that was probably a time where I could say I was scared to be single, and that's probably why I stayed. Because there was a lot of shit that went down where I was like, yeah, you. After looking back at it, I'm stupid. I feel like I'm stupid for even that.
No.
Yeah, I shouldn't have did that.
Everybody
And
played
that
fools at
wasn't
least
my,
once.
like, I was not afraid to be single when I was in my toxic relationship. I don't know. I thought I loved it.
It was fun
I don't
over
know
there.
what it was.
You was younger.
It was.
Yeah, I was young. I was
It was
young.
fun over there. Yeah.
That's definitely
what I'm
me.
saying.
You was
Like,
having some
You
fun.
just
It
saw
was
your
cool.
face.
That
That's
was-
definitely me.
No, I saw, yeah.
Yo, he might catch it. That's crazy, man. But like, that's what it be, bro. I'm not gonna lie. And we played this clip 100 times. Some toxic shit was fun. Like, be realistic with ourselves. Some shit was fun. Now, I'm not saying it's good for
We
your health.
sound like a damaged ass family.
Some of that shit was fun.
And Trelly, you need to tell the truth. Tell the truth.
But yeah,
What you ain't doing, you ain't telling the truth. Telling the
Come on, folks.
Tell us this shit.
Folks, take a moment.
hold up. Let me ask you this. Is toxic relationships just being in a relationship? Do you have toxic relationship out with a regular person? Like,
You can
toxic
with
relationship with
anybody.
parents.
You can.
You can have a
now,
toxic
somebody-
relationship with your siblings. You can have a toxic
With your
relationship with your
friends.
grandmother. With your anything that anywhere, any type of relationship.
Any relationship.
Exactly.
It don't gotta
where
be
you can have,
emotional.
like,
It don't gotta be
exactly.
romantic. Yeah, if you in a relationship of any kind, of any magnitude, it can be toxic. People have toxic friendships. Let's get into it.
Talk about it.
Okay,
Talk
you
about
can have
it.
a friend
Uh-huh.
where it's like, whenever you down, I got your back. Whenever you need something, you know you can call me. Whenever you need somebody to ride, I'm in the passenger seat. Bitch, when my gas on E, when I'm having a breakdown, where are you? Not answering the phone. That is toxic. You're not going to steal all the good energy that I got to give, but can't come and pour into my vessel.
Well,
no. That definitely works for any type of relationship. It don't have to be romantic at all.
But I'm saying you don't got to be labeled girlfriend or boyfriend.
At all.
Toxic relationship with that woman you're dealing with.
Oh, you speaking.
Oh, is that what you meant?
No, I'm just all across the board.
Oh, okay.
Relationships, outside of relationship, you just dealing with them. None of that shit been toxic in your life.
What are you talking to me?
Brought it back to you.
See, you the only one trying to pump fake like you don't know what toxic is.
Just say yes or no.
Yeah,
you did.
For sure.
How long was you in that?
Yo, you ready to get into those stuff, Trev. I'm sorry. I'm fucking around with you playing.
I'm probably in it for like 8-9 months.
That's okay.
For sure.
That's okay.
Because some people wait way longer than that.
It was before
so,
like toxic was even a thing though.
Toxic always been around. It's just
Right,
like
just put a word on it.
Just
Toxic.
just putting the word on it.
Yeah,
It's always
that's
been you motherfuckers crazy. That's probably the other word for it.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Real shit.
I think at this age, we just had to experience some kind of toxicity in a relationship to know what you don't want and what you tolerance, what you can tolerate. So that's you know what I mean. That's why I say like never. Now one female fucked your head up a little bit, or like you know one man fucked your head up a little bit and had you on the fence, like.
I done heard some stories.
You ever tried to get somebody out of a toxic relationship?
Me?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What was the question?
You ever tried to get somebody out of a toxic relationship?
Oh hell yeah.
More than the fuck I ever should have. My goddamn business. That's what I learned from all that. Mind my business. Because what they say it ain't true. Nothing is true coming from both sides. That shit is all in the moment. And that's a fact. So what I just do, I hear you, I don't listen to that shit.
Nigga, help me.
Like, bro, that shit is the most annoying shit ever. I'm coming to say, I'm thinking shit serious 3 days later. Yeah, that
shit went out the fucking
Yeah, like you not hear what I just said? All this shit I'm spitting to you.
Try to reiterate myself.
Fuck that. I learned my lesson. You go and be whatever makes you happy. You go be happy. You pay your taxes, you grow. I'm just here for more support. Fuck that. I done learned my motherfucking lesson. I done learned my lesson. Go do what you gotta do. If that's what make you happy. You can still come vent to me. That's cool. You can vent. I'm gonna hear you out all that.
I'm about to say yeah, no, because I know the type of friend I am. I feel like, and I'm not going to try to pump myself up as a friend, but I feel like if you come to me and you venting, I'm going to ask you off rip, am I just listening or do you want me to respond?
That's a fact.
If I respond and I'm going to give you the best advice I can as a friend, like because I love you and I care about you, and you keep coming back and you keep telling me
you don't get
how
that.
many times can you listen to the same fucking conversation?
That's what I'm saying.
You got 3 times with me.
But here's what I had to learn as a friend. I had to learn this as a friend. Because I had a friend who was in a toxic relationship. And I got so tired of hearing about it because I got tired of telling her, you deserve better. You should leave. You don't need this. I got tired of telling her. So it got to a point where like I kind of just stopped calling sis. I didn't, because I knew that was all her conversation was going to be about.
Indeed.
And somebody had to check me as a friend to tell me that I was wrong to have that type of opinion. Because don't get me, no, listen, hear me out for a second, because that's how I felt. Like, no, I don't want to keep hearing this. You're not listening to me. That's how I felt. But here's what I learned. As a person's friend, sometimes you maybe just have to listen. You don't got to keep giving this advice. They might have heard you. Sometimes you just got to listen. But also, it's like, as a friend, they might continue to need you. And I know I would feel worse. Yo, there go that face again.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Right. I feel like I do we keep looking at each other. I would feel worse as a friend if because I stopped talking to you because I didn't want to hear you tell me your toxic bullshit no more, you went and like something happened to you. As opposed to like, damn, I wish I could have just answered that phone. Like, maybe this wouldn't have happened or she wouldn't have. You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep listening. I know y'all don't want to hear it because I don't keep wanting to hear it, but just keep listening. Please, don't get tired of being your friend.
I'm going to answer the phone.
Yeah.
But once we revert back to that topic, I'm not listening. I'm going to answer the phone, make sure you
It's like, but you closing yourself off as a friend. Somebody should always feel like they should be able to.
I hear you.
You just said you don't want to hear that topic.
No, you
I'm
can
not.
talk. I can hear you.
Did what I'm saying is, I'm not really closed off because I know Lily everything you about to tell me. So it's like, why do I listen? I understand you gonna listen to me or not. Like at this point, like I can't keep doing that. That just don't make sense.
That's where I was for sure. I was tired of it.
What's the definition of insane?
Doing the
same thing over and again, expecting different results.
Simple play.
And that's it. I ain't even gonna say what I got to say. That was just gangster enough right there. Let me tell me that shit again.
Fucking insane.
Yeah, sit the phone down, go and let it out, bro. I hear you. Oh, for real?
Damn, that's crazy.
For real? Damn, I ain't even.
If I listen.
3 days later, I love him. I love her.
The best thing ever happened to me.
Yes.
Like, but if you come to me with a
pregnant
different
2 weeks
story
later.
and it's shocking, like, or some shit like that.
Yeah, like I ain't never heard this before.
All right.
I was gonna say we gonna be sitting here having a conversation at that point.
If you come to me about the same shit.
Then what happened?
Oh yeah, she give him a name, she gave this.
Bitch don't cook, don't clean.
Cook shit. Well, go find your bitch that to cook a clean, guys. Like, what you want me to do? You want me to come cook for you, nigga? Like, oh.
3 days later, Shorty done grab some hip hop. Shorty grab some hip hop, we chilling. Netflix with the kid. You just want to bring out her 3 days ago. She wasn't cooking. Now she got hip hop. It's cool.
And
well,
then,
you bipolar, boy.
I think it's a little different from men.
For
Because
sure.
when men keep doing that shit, I start looking at you like you're a sucker. You can't sit down and talk to your woman, man and woman, and just have that conversation, let her know, like, and if it keeps going, keeps really, then and you ain't leaving, then leave that shit alone.
And you know what, ladies? That's probably why we need to stop calling our best friends every single time something go down with our nigga.
Yes.
She be hating. Not saying all of them do.
You know you're not gonna leave, sis.
Yeah.
Look at me. You know you is not gonna leave, sis. So don't keep blowing our phones up, telling us about how he ain't shit, because you're not going anywhere. All you gonna do is make us hate him, and then gotta sit in this nigga face and act like he's still the bro when you keep bringing him around.
And that shit pisses me off.
That's a funny statement.
But you know the truth.
That's more toxic. Actually, that's some toxic shit.
That's some
Having a friend group
toxic
hate
shit.
you before you even come around, like, or you just ain't really get to know them yet.
Toxic.
That's some toxic shit.
Just based off of the fact that, and what's crazy is a lot of the time it just be based off of
What she said.
what she said.
You ain't getting no
You're not
other
getting
side.
you're not getting both sides of the story. You getting her side of the story, and 9 times out of
believe
10,
it.
based off who women are and who we know women are, it's gonna be a lot more emotion added into that shit. We can dramatize the story a little bit.
But
So now you think that nigga the worst motherfucker in the world. You ain't even laid eyes on him yet.
Hold on, because I'm a respond to that a little bit.
right.
Most of y'all have close friends where you know both people in a relationship, right? Now, as a woman, I might have a friend that's a female and I know she got her boyfriend, and I might be cool with him, like, you know, we exchange pleasantries when I see him.
Where your loyalty reside on.
But it's like I don't have enough of a rapport with you to even get his side. And you got some women who is like, cause bitch, what you talking to him for? So it's like I can never hear his side.
That's a toxic ass friend. Like, I don't mean to say it like that. You
And
got a
it's not
friend that
not
actually-
necessarily not necessarily. Like, okay, let me give you an example. A lot of my college friends, right, they live in New York. I don't have a relationship with your man.
Indeed, but I'm
You
saying,
feel me? All I know is you. Now when I see him, oh, what's up? Like, you cool? But it's like I don't know him like that to be in a place where I could get his side of the story.
Yeah, like, what's
You
going
also
on?
don't
So
know
all
him
I
like that
can
either.
go
Hate
off
him.
of is what I know.
But exactly what D just said.
You also don't know him like that.
To hate him, other
Exactly.
than what she's saying, that's crazy.
And I think another good point is I feel like a lot of us don't even know other people in relationships, like the people we even know,
That's facts.
because
Yeah, whole
like
even.
I've heard hella stories from a lot of friends, but it's like I don't even know them outside, of me even like just kicking it with them.
That's
you feel
why I
me?
feel like it's necessary for you to feel the temperature of the friends.
yeah.
Like, that's just a
That is
real
so
thing.
facts.
You gotta feel the temperature.
I have a guy friend.
Especially
He's
you
a
got guy
great
friends.
friend. I know he's a shitty boyfriend. So it's like I
Damn.
no.
Slim gonna watch this like, well.
Right, like that.
well.
Me under the bus.
That's how you feel.
Like he's a good
I
boyfriend.
hope any of his situations ain't watching this shit either. That's crazy.
I ain't drop names, so nobody knows. But like good friend. Like I love this dude.
Keep going.
But like,
You be good.
You got one best friend.
You gonna be good.
no, I ain't say my best friend. I just have a guy friend.
Oh, God.
Right.
Okay.
And it's
Yeah,
like, yo,
that's
he's a bum, awesome friend. But it's like, I know you as a boyfriend. It's not the best. So if like his girlfriend never came and told me some shit, it's like,
You got to get
bitch, I
cold.
believe you. I know that nigga a little shady.
Don't get caught.
Keep your head up, Trent.
Keep your
She definitely is out at you.
I'll beat the shit out you, boy. Whatever it is.
But he's single right now, so it's cool. I ain't out
Focus on
nothing.
yourself.
That toxic shit.
All right, y'all. So it don't specifically gotta be about you, but let's.
Right.
Go ahead, man.
So let's take all the emotion out of it, because we ain't talking about our situation.
Take all emotion out of it. Can y'all tell me of the most toxic situation that you've ever heard about?
Woo! Yeah.
I'm not starting. No, fuck that.
All right, I'm gonna start.
Yeah, Nick, say something. Because all you do is pose the questions.
Producer, host, what do you want me to do? But yeah, I had a young lady at one point that I was with. I was leaving her, and she pulled out a knife on herself. Yeah.
This was like an ex of yours?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
might be over the top, right?
Yeah, and then what made it over the top was her child was there
Oh my Lord.
also.
Jesus, no. Not in front of the babies.
So yeah, after that it started getting a little physical. I ain't do nothing crazy, but I jetted my ass out of there. I know that for sure.
Yeah. I've had a situation where I was the homeboy, but this nigga went and basically I guess they had broke up, but he went and stole some money and lied. Yo, he stole like $1,000.
It was like 900 something.
Huh?
It was like 900 something.
Yeah, tried to run off on her and did some other wild shit like that I don't want to disclose, but some more wild shit. And we tried to be in the middle of that shit and tried to break it off and tried to like stop the situation. And boy, when I tell you, like he was just lying to everybody and had like a real frenzy. Like shit was ready to go down. Like it was ready like get serious to that point. Like gunplay, all that shit. Like shit was getting real. Like so, yeah. That was one of the most toxic shit.
I'm still
outside
trying to
myself.
think, man.
You go ahead and think. Do you got one?
I had a friend.
You had a friend.
Hey, Fred.
I have a friend where they were in a relationship and they found out that their significant other cheated on them and they broke up with her. And when they broke up with her, she tried to kill herself because she found out. Well, because the person found out.
Oh,
So basically,
I found out that you
I found out that you cheated. I broke up with you. You tried to kill yourself.
That's manipulation right there. That's some real psychological manipulation.
Yeah, that's definitely. Yeah.
And the shit was,
that's exactly the word I
the even worse part is the motherfucker was in school, in class, like literally in college, in the middle of class, getting these phone calls like, I'm about to off myself if you don't like, yeah.
Damn.
Can't even focus on the lesson no more.
Can't even. Not at all.
Fuck it, do it.
Hey, yo.
Do it. You really about that life?
Damn, T, you cold.
Do it. You gonna kill yourself? Do it. I bet she ain't gonna do that shit. She pump faking. She want a reaction. Go
I ain't gonna
ahead.
lie, you 10 times out of 10.
She not doing that shit. Yeah, pump
I
faking.
got you, but I don't want that on my conscience. I ain't telling you to do
Ain't gonna be
that.
my conscience.
Yeah, I'm
I'ma go to sleep. I'ma go to sleep.
You cheated on me. The fuck? Like,
Exactly. Do it. That would not be.
I'm sorry. Niggas die every day, B.
A day.
Every day. You
tough, right?
You did some fucked up shit? How's that sound?
I feel you.
You gonna go straight down there. That sounds crazy.
I feel you.
That's, what you say? What was the word again?
Psychological manipulation.
Manipulation. That's a good lady.
Trademark.
What you got for us, teacher?
Okay, the most toxic shit. I have a friend And like, let me just say, this is why I don't classify myself as crazy, because this friend here, bitch, is crazy. I have a friend who was in a relationship, and there was like no trust on either end. He didn't trust her, she didn't trust him. And it's not extremist, y'all. Ain't nobody putting knives out and shit. But basically, she just like, like I say, she was dating you, Mac, right? And you out with all of us. Mm-hmm. She watching his story, trying to get a glimpse at you to see, oh, what he doing, who he around. I don't got the energy. I don't follow his friends. I don't got the top. I don't care that much.
That's too much, bro.
Why you doing all of that?
That's way too much.
And she know who she is, hey girl. Hey sis. She know who she is.
Is she cool with it?
But
oh, listen.
She don't follow them either? Or she do follow these friends?
I'm pretty sure
that's
she probably
a good question. I don't know if she follows.
If she don't, that's some crazy shit.
But even still though, if you like you following like, I mean that's different because
myself,
I mean,
but I don't do it out of spite. But I catch myself looking at my girl's story.
I mean, yeah, I do that shit just like if I'm scrolling on
my girl's story, but like
her friend.
Yeah, if I'm scrolling on my story or whatever, and I might scroll. I might scroll past or some shit like that, but I'm not gonna go search up her name, no shit like that. No, that's some psycho shit. Now it's even it's a different situation. It's a different situation if it's like we have a dynamic where it's like you're cool with my significant other, or y'all cool or whatever, y'all cool, cordial, have a cool relationship, so it wouldn't raise flags, it wouldn't look weird if you looking at their story. But if it's just like some shit where you know me, but you don't know my friends, you don't know my whatchamacallit, you only looking for that very purpose, that's some scary shit. That's some psycho shit.
That's very scary. Very psycho.
Trelly, you got a toxic story for us, baby? Shit. Come on, man. Pull out one.
Because we know you got him.
Bro, I got a friend of an associate. A friend.
The friend of an associate.
This how deep he gonna take it, y'all.
And basically, long story short, the friend was in an abusive relationship that came with a baby involved. And I guess no matter how bad it got, she still stuck there. You feel what I'm saying? To the point, like, I guess she was beaten, hospitalized, and shit like that, and she still stayed. I don't know what they doing now. But.
See, that goes back into that self-worth thing, because how do you not know that you deserve better than this?
Yeah.
Why do you not want better for your child than to get out of a situation like that?
Getting your ass beat. That shit is crazy.
It's crazy.
As a father, bro, I just don't understand how you get. I'll be in fucking jail. Like, I don't know if she had a father in like, as a father, how you gonna sit back and let your daughter get ass whipped consistently? You know about it. Like, that shit's.
My father tell me all the time, like, man, make sure before you call me that you truly want me to get in this, because I'm going to jail.
Oh yeah, facts.
I'm going to jail.
I'm going to jail. So don't think about it before you call me. Because if you call me,
you really want me to
go
take
all the way left.
Because I'm taking care of it if you want me to, but do you really want me to take care of it?
You know something.
You might want to make it a little bit lower grade phone call first.
Like, you know what, Daddy? You good. Chauncey,
But that day I was.
call D&T. This nigga tripping.
Hey, call me if it's serious. I ain't for the, you call me, then y'all make up 3 days later, because I'm going to come back. It's both of y'all this time.
Yeah, that's why I just told you that shit that we were talking about earlier in the last episode. I was on your ass, nigga. Yo, that shit dead. When she was talking about, what the hell were you talking about? Here go another one. I'm losing my fucking train of thought. But she was saying that if the nigga cheated on you or something like that, and y'all was married or something, and it was some other shit.
Oh, probably.
And I was like, yeah, like, no, that shit not, no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come get your ass and taking everything.
We leaving.
I saw something, a little clip from Don't Call Me White Girl on Instagram. It was, she was like, a lot of the women need to start taking a little bit more responsibility for the shit, for the play. Yeah. Like, their role, they play in all this shit, because it's like, they was talking about you be outside, you arguing with a motherfucker, you end up calling your brother come down here, shoot the nigga. That's a life you just took. But you think, okay, he might not even, you might have told your brother he just called you a bitch, or he did all this other shit. Lo and behold, you the one that started this shit, and nigga never called you out your name. But that's you just mad. You mad, but and you getting all emotional, so you want to go call your brother to handle some shit. Right. And he just took a life. But that's on you. But you're not paying that shit no mind.
Blood is on your hands.
Exactly. They need and that was a woman that said that, and I respect that shit a lot because women really do take a little bit more responsibility for their shit like that.
Yeah, it's like emotion versus logic. They ain't thinking logical at that moment. They just thinking
off how they feeling.
Just try to disrespect me. So I'm my business. And niggas do the shit too.
Oh yeah, facts.
Trust me. Niggas do that shit too. Your brother probably wasn't thinking logically either. He just came and blasted some shit. Overall, nigga, that you couldn't go one-on-one with the nigga. Now niggas like that be.
See,
that's
case in point.
Yeah.
This whole situation with Danny Lay's brother and the baby. That man stayed with an entourage. Did you really go in there logically?
Yeah, that was stupid.
Thinking this was ready to be a one-on-one?
The baby was stupid to me. That nigga.
That brother walked in there with nobody with him.
But the baby was dumb, right?
And the baby got a whole
A lot of
entourage.
shit he be doing, right?
And you thought you was ready to win? You thought this man was going to let it be a fair one? You sliding down lanes.
Right to ass with it.
Real shit.
Nah, that shit. The baby is a multi-fucking millionaire superstar. Like, come on, bro. Be realistic with yourself, bro. That man really.
And do not be caring about none of that shit.
But
He
until
will
he
throw
got some
the
good ass lawyers.
most.
He do, because he
Real
know.
That section was, we talking toxic. That shit was definitely toxic.
Toxic as
Hell yeah.
I
He got some
felt.
good ass lawyers.
I love her.
Because, yo, that shit was... That
I
shit was
love her. Yeah. I know y'all worth though, for sure. Toxic relationships and life and everything. Know your worth.
So y'all about to say, other than that, what advice would you give people? Because we've been through it, and young people especially. What advice would you give them to refrain from a toxic relationship?
Advice.
What advice could you give a young?
I would say in relationships, work at your own pace. If somebody is trying to kind of like get you out of your realm a little bit with something you're not comfortable with, like if it has to do with something that's, you know, a little risque out there, you know, just take your time with it. You don't have to get into everything, because it's like some people, for instance, they'll be in normal, healthy relationships before a certain person comes in their life, and then they'll go off the deep end. You know what I'm saying? Into a certain lifestyle that they might not even want it, but they accepting a certain standard or something now.
So
Yeah.
stay off social media. Don't let social media influence your relationship
Sure.
or how you should move or love somebody. That shit ain't the wave. Real shit.
That shit is the way, but it's not supposed to be.
Yeah, it ain't supposed to be.
Don't base your relationship off social media.
Yeah, so
Please. Lord.
especially off of famous couples.
Social
9
media
times
is
out
a
of 10, they shit
platform.
ain't
It is
how
not real life.
Yeah, come on, man.
It's not a real person in front of you living this life with you. So you got to build your own relationships.
Yeah, build your own foundation. Make a name for yourself.
One thing I would say is the shit that we was talking about earlier. Ask that person realistically, have that conversation with them before you get in a relationship. Like, is there anything you need to heal from, or we need to heal from before we even take that step? Because that's something that people don't have, like, a conversation before they jump into relationships. They gonna just, you know, leave it on them. But sometimes that overall, you know, that might not be healthy. Like, I just think you gotta ask that person, be transparent, and let them know, like, it's some shit I need to heal from before we jump into this. Because that toxicity will just straight be overwhelming once you just keep going, and y'all got years in, and now that shit triggering, and you just, you know, y'all ain't learned from it.
For sure. Y'all got any advice?
I think it's more than it takes it back to that social media shit that y'all was talking about, but I think it goes deeper than social media. Don't base your I guess your picture of what relationship looks like or what a relationship is supposed to look like based off of social media. Fuck social media. Social media shouldn't have anything to do with your relationship. It shouldn't make or break it, because at the end of the day, I say it all the time, social media is literally made for children. It was made for kids. It was made for fun. So for people to actually take that and be like, okay, a like means this, or a view means this, or something like that means that shit don't mean nothing. It's literally just technology. Don't let that shit run your relationship, because you're going to end up driving yourself crazy. But also, don't let, even if it's somebody that, even if it's y'all, or even if, like, you shouldn't let don't look at Nick's relationship. I can't be looking at Nick's relationship and be like, okay, why is my shit not like that? And Nick shouldn't be looking at my relationship like, why is my shit not like that? You can't compare it based off somebody else because different strokes for different folks. Right. Everybody got their own shit. You gotta just kind of learn this yourself for real.
Another term for social media I use is false reality. Like, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's really all it is. Just somebody wanting to live a different reality for a different second, for a couple minutes while they scrolling.
In a moment.
Yeah, you in the moment.
In a moment.
I'm sure you got any advice for the people?
Yes. Here's what I would say, specifically talking to young people, like younger generation. I heard this rule once called like the 5x5 rule, which is if something will not matter to you in 5 years, do not give it more than 5 minutes of your time. So, my young people, I know this person seems like the moon and the stars in the whole world. Realistically, if you do not see yourself with this person in 5 years, please do not put all your energy, especially negative energy, into this relationship. You can leave, baby. Like, get out, sis. Get out, bro. If it don't feel good, if this is not your peace, if this person does not make you feel at home and happy, get out. You can leave.
Shit gonna last 5 weeks.
You can leave.
The other 7 billion people in the damn world, I guarantee you, is somebody gonna make you feel at home, champ.
You feel me? Plenty of fish in the sea, okay?
Somebody else out there.
And I love it. Tell us what you think about toxic relationships. Are you in a toxic relationship? Ask yourself these questions. Think about the topics that we talked about, breaking down toxic relationship. And that's all we have today for the NSP podcast. D, take us out with the song of the day, baby.
You wanna go? You want me to?
I will.
My big dog will introduce.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Woohoo!
Renzo Toxic Love. I want you to talk to me. And sometimes I just want to be. Toxic love,